How was the Miracle on Ice game broadcasted to the world? Have you ever wondered how one of the most famous moments in sports history reached audiences around the globe? The Miracle on Ice game, played during the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, was a remarkable event. It took place on February 22, 1980, featuring the United States men's ice hockey team against the Soviet Union team, which was heavily favored to win. At that time, Olympic coverage was quite different from what we see today. The game was not broadcast live in prime time. Instead, it was shown on tape delay. The game started at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which was outside the typical primetime viewing hours. This meant that fans did not see the game as it happened but rather watched it later that evening. This tape delay was common during the 1980 Winter Games. Live coverage was limited and mostly reserved for primetime slots. Daytime coverage was sparse, and usually only for weekends or special events like the opening ceremony. ABC Television was the primary broadcaster in the United States. They had discussions with the Soviet Hockey Federation about possibly moving the game to an 8 p.m. Eastern Time slot for live viewing. However, no agreement was reached. The political climate of the Cold War and the U.S. boycott of the upcoming Moscow Summer Olympics complicated these discussions. Despite the challenges, the broadcast was anchored by Al Michaels. His iconic call, "Do you believe in miracles? Yes," became a defining moment of the event. The game attracted a record television audience of approximately 36 million viewers in the United States. This made it one of the most watched sports broadcasts in American history at that time. Internationally, the game was covered by various broadcasters, but the level of coverage varied widely. There was no internet or social media to provide instant access to the event. The Miracle on Ice was primarily shared through scheduled television broadcasts and news reports. This limited access helped the event gain legendary status over time. In summary, the Miracle on Ice was broadcast to the world mainly through ABC's tape-delayed coverage in the United States. Despite the limitations of the time, the game's dramatic upset and its significance during the Cold War ensured it became a historic Olympic moment.